Chemicals and Chemical Changes, Class 7, Chapter 4, 5th part. Children, in this video, we will discuss about chemical equations. Children, we have learnt about chemical changes in class 6th. A chemical reaction, this is a chemical change, and that results in the formation of one or more new substances. Children, chemical change, this is also we can say a change in which a new substance is formed. In a chemical reaction, this is a chemical change that results in the formation of one or more new substances. Now children, the substances that take part in the chemical reactions that are taking part, so they are called reactants, and the substances that are formed as a result of chemical reaction are called product. If we are writing chemical reactions, then the reactants they are placed on the left hand side and the products they are placed on the right hand side of the arrow or after the arrow. A chemical reaction is represented with the help of chemical equation. A chemical equation, this is the shorthand representation of chemical reaction by using symbols and formulae of elements or compound that make up the reactants and product, instead of writing the full spellings of the substances involved in the chemical reaction. If we are using symbols and formulae of the elements or compound that are the part of reactants and product, then it is chemical equation. Children, now the topic is writing a chemical equation. For writing a chemical equation, we have to follow some steps. These steps are: first, write the names of all the reactants separated by plus sign on the left hand side, and names of all the product separated by plus sign on the right hand side. Reactants are written on the left hand side and products are written on the right hand side. Separate the reactant and products with an arrow such that the arrow head, this is in the direction of the product. The direction of the arrow head, it indicates products. Now replace the name of the reactants and the products with their chemical symbols or formulae. Now this gives us the chemical equation. Now let us consider the chemical reaction that take place when a magnesium ribbon is burnt in air. Magnesium, it is a matter and it is available in the form of thin ribbon. Magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Magnesium, it burns with white light and produces white ash, that is magnesium oxide. Now the word equation. In this reaction, magnesium and oxygen are the reactant. Magnesium plus oxygen, they react together to produce magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide, it is written after the arrow or arrowhead indicates magnesium oxide. Now in the step 2, replace the names of reactant and products with chemical formulae. Children, we know the symbol of magnesium, it is Mg, plus oxygen symbol is O2. Oxygen is a gas, it exists in the form of molecule O2. So O2 is its symbol. Now magnesium oxide, it is MgO. So the MgO, it is formed. Now as observed in the above equation, the number of magnesium atoms are same on both sides of the arrow, means they are 1 on both sides. But the number of oxygen atoms on the left hand side, this is 2. In the reactant side it is 2, but in the right hand side it is 1. Such an equation, this is called non-balanced equation. Number of atoms on the reactant side, these are not equal to the number of atoms on the product side. So it is non-balanced equation. In a chemical equation, the number of atoms of each element should always be equal on both sides of the arrow. Such an equation is called balanced equation. Now balancing a chemical equation. To balance a chemical equation, we have to follow the steps. Number 1 step, count the number of atoms of each element on both sides of the equation and write them in a table. In the step 2, multiply left hand side and right hand side by appropriate number to balance all the atom. Now let us balance the chemical equation given below. Mg plus O2 produces MgO. Now count the number of oxygen and magnesium atoms on both sides of the chemical equation, and we can write them in the form of table. First of all, elements are Mg and O. Now number of atoms in the reactants: magnesium 1, oxygen 2. Number of atoms in the product: magnesium 1, oxygen 1. Now children, we can see from step 1 that one atom of magnesium and two atoms of oxygen react to form one molecule of magnesium oxide. However, the molecule of magnesium oxide requires only one atom of oxygen, as the other atom of oxygen cannot just disappear or get destroyed. We need to balance the number of oxygen atom on both sides of the reaction. Now the step 2, to balance the number of oxygen atom on both the sides of the arrow, multiply all numbers in the right hand side by 2, as the complete molecule is involved. Now you can see the table, we are multiplying each element by 2. So this gives us Mg plus O2 produces 2 MgO. We now find that the number of oxygen atoms are balanced, but the number of magnesium atoms on the left hand side and right hand sides are not equal. To balance the number of magnesium atoms on both the sides of the arrow, multiply the number of magnesium atoms in the left hand side by 2. Now this gives us 2 Mg plus O2 produces 2 MgO. Now the number of magnesium and oxygen atoms on either side of the arrow are equal. So this equation is now balanced. Below are some more examples of balanced chemical equation. Example number 1. Formation of sodium oxide. Sodium react with oxygen to produce sodium oxide. For this, 4 atoms of sodium, they react with one molecule of oxygen to produce 2 molecules of sodium oxide. Now the second example, formation of water. Hydrogen plus oxygen react to produce water. For this reaction, 2 molecules of hydrogen react with 1 molecule of oxygen to produces 2 molecules of water. Now example number 3. Formation of aluminium chloride. Aluminium react with chlorine to produce aluminium chloride. For this reaction, 2 atoms of aluminium react with 3 molecules of chlorine to produce 2 molecules of aluminium chloride. Now example number 4. Reaction of iron and copper sulfate. Iron react with copper sulfate to produce iron sulfate and copper. Iron react with copper sulfate and it produces FeSO4, iron sulfate and copper. Here one atom of iron react with 1 molecule of copper sulfate to produce 1 molecule of iron sulfate or ferrous sulfate and 1 atom of copper. For balancing chemical equation, children, one thing you have to remember. While balancing a chemical equation, we should not change the number in the subscript to the right of any element. If we are changing the number in the subscript, then this changes the chemical formula of the compound. We can only change the coefficient written before the formulae of the reactant or product. This changes only the number of molecules.